Hello, my friends. In this video, we are going to learn about the Android Studio user interface, layouts, and panels. And we are going to take a tour inside its environment. So, Android Studio is a powerful and feature-rich development environment that is, to a large extent, intuitive to use. That being said, taking the time now to gain familiarity with the layout and the organization of Android Studio user interface will considerably shorten the learning curve in later lessons of the course. So let's start with the welcome screen. The welcome screen is displayed anytime that Android Studio is running with no projects currently open, okay? If you want to learn Android app development, go to Udemy and search for Android. You will get my course as a bestseller course, the complete Android 12 developer course, Mastering Android. Click on it. You're gonna learn how to build 60 apps from scratch with rating 4.4 and a bestseller. And this course is about 86 hours on video demand. Okay, covering all the topics with 47 sections and about 463 lectures at the time of recording this video. So we are expanding this course and we are adding new tutorials every week. So are you ready to become a professional developer with this course? Join now. So if Android Studio was previously exited while a project was still open, the tool will be bypassed and this screen will not be shown, okay? Automatically opening the previously active projects. So you see, guys, that when we close the project in the previous video, we have here the recently used project. So in addition to a list of recent projects, the welcome screen provides a wide range of options for performing tasks such as opening and creating, along with the access of the projects currently under the version control. So we see get from VCS. This is version control services and integration. And in addition, we have the customize screen provides options to change the theme and the font settings used by both the IDE and the editor. Android Studio plugins, you see how here is the option that we see. You can get it. Android Studio plugin may be viewed, installed, and managed using via the plugins options, okay? And also you can learn Android Studio by these documentations, and these are the references, okay? It's very simple. Now, let's go to the projects, and you can create a new project here. I will show you again. A new project, you can select also a wide variety of projects like Wear OS, TV, automotive, but till now I will use the phone and tablet and empty activity. Next, and here we put the name of the app. I will name as Hello World 2000 Hello World 2. It's good. The package master coding dot hello world, save location, and we select the Java language. You can select Kotlin, but I prefer Java. And that course will be in Java. And the next courses, you can get them in Kotlin. The minimum SDK, we choose the minimum SDK. Click Finish and allow Android Studio to finish the building process. So don't make any clicks or any coding until this loading have been finished completely, okay? So this is our Android Studio. This is the interface, the main interface. Now let's dive into this this structure and make it very clear to you. So if various elements of the main menu or the main window can be summarized as follows. The first one is the menu bar that contains a range of menus for performing tasks within the Android Studio environment. We are interested in the file, in the run, and the tools, and later on with the VCS. So we are going to use this panel, these menu bar items, in performing the tasks within the Android Studio environment. The second part is the toolbar. Here is a toolbar. So the toolbar is a selection of shortcuts to frequently performed actions. The toolbar buttons will provide quicker access to a select group of menu bar actions. The toolbar can be customized by right-clicking on the bar and selecting the Customize menu and bars, and then the menu option. Okay, if the toolbar is not visible, it can be displayed using the view you see in the menu bar. So this is the first panel that we have seen. You click view, you go to appearance, and then select the toolbar option, menu option. The third part is the navigation bar. The navigation bar provides a convenient way to move around the files and folders that make up the projects. Clicking on the element or an element in the navigation bar will drop down menu listing the subfolders and files at the location ready for selection. Similarly, clicking on a class name displayed a menu listing method contained within that class. So this is used for the navigation through and inside the project that you are going to work with. D, which is the fourth element or the fourth section, which is called editor window. The editor window displayed on the content of the file on which the developer is currently working. So we are going to work 99% in this editor window. Okay, so this is very important window. What gets displayed in this location where however is subject to context. So when editing the code, for example, the code editor will appear. When working on the user interface layout that we are going to see in the next videos, so for example, it will appear. Okay, so the user interface layout editor tool will appear and the code editor will appear. So this is the code editor window that contains the layout editors, the code editors, and so on. When multiple files are open, each file is represented by a tab located along the top edge of the editor as shown here. So you can see it like this. Here is the multiple files. This is for the layout, and this is for the codes, .java, and this is .xml, which is for the markup language, and that we are going to deal with when designing the layout. And this is for the code. Okay. Now, we have here a panel, a status bar. The status bar displays information messages about the projects and the activities of Android Studio together with the Tools menu button located in the far left corner. So, however, our hovering over items in the status bar will provide a description of that field. Many fields are interactive, allowing the user to click to perform action or obtain more detailed status information. When we run the project, when we run the application, if there is any error, it will be displayed in the logcat. And we are going to work with this panel more and more in the next videos when dealing with real projects. The Last panel is the project tool window. The project tool window provides a hierarchical overview of the project file structure, allowing navigation to specific files and folders to be performed. The toolbar can be used to display the project in a number of different ways. The default setting in the Android view, which is the mode primarily used in the remainder of this course. So, the project tool window is just one of a number of tool windows available within Android Studio environment. Okay? So, the tool window here, in addition to the project view tool window, the Android Studio also include a number of other windows which, when enabled, are displayed along the bottom and sides of the main window. Okay, like these panels for the left here. Let me zoom in. Like these are the build variants, the favorites, the structure, the resource manager, the project, and if we go to the right panel here, we see the Gradle and the emulator and the device explorer, layout inspector, and event log. So these are very helpful, and we are going to go through them in the next videos. So they are very important. We can use them in the projects, and they save time and help us in the developing process. So in addition, as I told you, Android Studio offers a wide range of tool windows that these are available to here in the site. So how to add them and how to configure and learn about them. Offer wide range of tool windows, the most commonly used of which are as follows. So if we go to the view, we have gone to the appearance, and we check this toolbar, and we edit, and we control here. We control the appearance of the navigation bar. So the navigation bar disappeared. If we go to here again, appearance, and we click on the navigation bar, then the navigation bar will be appeared. Okay. In the same way, if we go not to the appearance on the panels, if we go to the tool window, we have these windows, these tabs. So if we see the project here and the resources manager, if we click on the tool window, we see the project and the resource manager. Okay. And also we have seen the Gradle, we've seen the structure, the problems. If we scroll down here, structure, favorites, bold variants, and these are the panels that I have told you about them. So the tool window. Let's talk about the project. The project view provides an overview of the file structure that makes up the project, allowing for quick navigation between files. Generally, double-clicking on the file in the project view will cause that file to be loaded into the appropriate editing tool. Let's talk about the structure. The structure tool provides a high-level view of the structure of the source file currently displayed in the editor. This information includes a list of items such as classes, methods, and variables in the file. Selecting an item from the structure list will take you to that location in the resource file in the editor window. The App Inspector provides access to database and the background task inspectors. The database inspector allows you to inspect, query, and modify your app's database while the app is running. So the background task inspector allows background worker tasks created using the work manager to be monitored and managed. This is in the advanced topics in the advanced section of the course. We will see it. The favorites. This is the favorites. A variety of project items can be added to the favorites list. Right-clicking on a file in the project view, for example, provides access to an Add to Favorites menu option. Similarly, a method in a source file can be added as a favorite by right-clicking on it in the structure window and added it as a favorite. The build variant. Build variants tool window provides a quick way to configure different build targets for the current application projects, like for example, the debugging and the release version of the application. So when we need to release the app, we select the release version, and while we are going to code and test our application, we are going to use the debugging. We will see it while uploading our apps to the Play Store section. The to-do. To-do, as the name suggests, this tool provides a place to review items that have yet to be completed on the projects. Logcat. The Logcat tool window provides access to monitoring log output from the running application, in addition to options for taking screenshots and videos of the application and stopping and restarting the process. The terminal provides access to a terminal window on the system on which the Android Studio is running. So we will see the terminal later on, and on Windows system, this is the command prompt interface. So if we go to the terminal here, we click on it. So since I'm running the Windows, this is the command prompt interface. While on Linux or Mac OS system, this takes the form of terminal prompt. The build. So we can click on the build here, or we can see the view, tools window, and the build. So this is the tool to do, the terminal, and the build. Okay. This panel, the tool window, displays the information about the build process while a project is being compiled and packaged, and displayed details of any errors encountered. So if you have any error here, you will get the error displayed inside the build tool. The run. So if we go to here in the run build tool window becomes available when the application is currently running and provides a view of result of the run together. So the event log. This is the log cat. You can see it in the videos that we are going to test our logcat and see the tags and search for the tags here. So the event log window displays messages relating to events and activities performing within Android Studio. The successful build of the project, for example, or the fact of an application is now running, will be reported within this tool window. The Gradle. If we scroll up here, the Gradle. So this is the Gradle. The Gradle tool window provides a view onto the Gradle tasks and that are involved in the compiling and make up the project build configuration. So the window lists the tasks. These are the tasks. If we scroll here, the window lists the tasks that are involved in compiling the various elements of the project into an executable application. Right-click on the top level right task here, and the Gradle task, and select Open Gradle Configuration menu option to load the Gradle build file for the current project. Okay? So the Gradle will be covered in a greater detail later in this course. Okay, so close it. The profiler. The profiler tool menu window provides real-time monitoring and analysis tools for identifying performance issues within running apps, including CPU, memory, and network usage. This option becomes available when an app is currently running. We have talked about the app inspector. You can select the process and whatever you need. The resource manager. Resource manager is a tool for adding and managing resources and assets such as images, colors, layout files, and contained inside the project. Okay. Layout inspector, if we click on the layout file, this is the layout inspector, provides a visual 3D rendering of the hierarchy of the component and make up the user interface layout. The emulator here, you can see the emulator. If we click on the emulator, it will open this panel and contains the Android Virtual Device AVD emulator. If the option has been enabled to run the emulator in the tool window as outlined in the later videos, and that we have also seen it in the previous video while running the first application. Okay, and there are many other options. You can see them like problems, device, file, explorer, and so on. So these are the tool windows. But we are interested in the project panel tool window. We are interested in the build variant later when we are going to release. We are interested in the logcat in all the applications. We are interested also in the profiler when we are going to monitor our app, and in the emulator tab and in the Gradle when testing and learning about the Gradle in deep way. So this is an overview about the interface and the windows and the toolbars and menus inside the Android Studio. I hope you not get familiar and not being complicated and confused in this this amazing and a very big software. So we are happy to join you in your journey, and let's learn about Android Studio